how to remember the various trigonometric ratios for the known angles. We have studied this in standard 10. Anyway, a quick recollection will help us to answer this exercise problems. Remember, we can put it as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 to 90. I am writing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. First quadrant values we have written. Every number divide by 4. And then find square root of it. This is for us to easily remember sign values. Put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every number divide by 4, square root of it. 0 by any number, 0. 1 by 4, square root is 1 by 2. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2, square root is 1 by root 2. 3 square root is root 3, 4 square root is 2. When it is 4 by 4, it is 1, square root is 1. Once I know these values, reverse and write for cos. So this number will come first, then root 3 by 2, then 1 by root 2, then 1 by 2, then 0. Once I know sine and cos, tan is nothing but divide sine by cos. 0 by 1, 0. By 2 cancels, 1 by root 3. 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. When I divide, it is 1. By 2 cancels, my answer is root 3. When I divide by 0, 1 by 0 we call infinity. Or else you can say this is undefined quantity. So this here we read it as infinity. Also you can remember it is an undefined quantity as we divide by 0. We also need to know 180 values. Let us remember sine 180 0, cos 180 minus 1, tan 180 is also 0 because often we use it in problems. It is good to remember this also. But this is different. We mainly have the clues to remember 0, 30, 45, 60, 90 in degrees. But this year we have learnt it in radians. 0, 30 is written as pi by 6, 45 pi by 4, 60 pi by 3, 90 pi by 2. Any trigonometry problem is given in the question or in the exam. It is better to write the table and refer the values from the table. It is good if you remember the values. If not, at least use the technique to remember the values and write the table and proceed with the problems. Exercise 4.1, question number 5, subsection 1. Prove that tan minus 225 cot minus 405 tan minus 765 cot 675. Subtract, your answer is 0. First thing, so many minus symbols we check. We know minus theta comes in fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, only cos and secant are positive. Any other ratio comes, rewrite the problem. Tan minus 225 will become minus tan 225. Tan minus 225 will become minus tan 225. Cot minus 405 will become minus cot 405. Minus tan minus 765 will become minus tan 765. Cot, it is already positive, write as it is. 675, we want to show this is equal to 0. My next step, minus into minus plus. So I will write tan 225 cot 405. Here also minus into minus plus. Tan 765 cot 675 equals to 0. So this is what we want to show. Let us find out each value separately. Substitute in the statement. What is tan 225? How to write tan 225? I told you, write it in terms of 180, 90, 360, 270 and 30, 45, 60. So 225 can be written as 180 plus 45. Whenever 180 comes, no change. I will write tan 45. 180 plus. I am in third quadrant. Tan is positive. So my answer is plus tan 45. That is 1. Similarly, we'll go on to the next value. Cot 405. How to write cot 405? Cot. Out of the 4, 360 is bigger. 360 plus 45. So we are writing 405 as 360 plus 45. 360 comes, no change. I will write cot 45. And 360 plus, we are in first quadrant, all the ratios positive. So it is plus. Cot 45 is also 1. The next one, I need to find out tan 765. Tan 765 is equal to tan. It is a bigger angle. Subtract. So 765 minus 360. What is my answer? 765 minus 360 is 504. Again subtract 360. My answer is 45. How many times I subtract 360? 2 times. So how will I write? 2 times 360 plus 45. Whenever 2 times, 3 times 360 is coming, ignore because it tells me 1 round, 2 rounds. So ignore 2 times 360. I am left with tan 45. Tan 45 value is 1. The next one, cot 675. 675 is also a bigger number. Subtract. 675 minus 360. What is my answer? 315. So I will write cot 675 is cot 360 plus 315. How to write? 360 comes, 360 plus first quadrant. So ignore 360. Cot 315. Cot 315 is cot 360 minus 45. Whenever 360 comes, we learnt no change. So cot 45 will come and 360 minus which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, cos, secant are positive. Cot is negative, put minus symbol. My answer is minus 1. All these values let us substitute in the given question. What is the question? It is tan 225. So we start LHS equal to tan 225. My answer is 1. Cot 405 is also 1 plus tan 765 is also 1. Cot 675 as we derived it is minus 1. So substitute minus 1. 1 into 1, 1. 1 into minus 1, minus 1. My answer is 0 and 0 is the RHS. So we have proved the problem. This is typically based on quadrant rule. We must know the quadrant rule thoroughly, which will help me to work out easily. So every ratio, do it separately. Find out the value, tabulate in the answer and we get the proof. Exercise 4.1, question number 6. If A, B, C, D are angles of a cyclic quadrilateral, prove that cos A plus cos B plus cos C plus cos D equals to 0. We have a cyclic quadrilateral here. What do we see from the diagram? In a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. A plus C is 180. Similarly, B plus D is 180. So I can write C as 180 minus A and D as 180 minus B. To find out, let me check what is cos C. Cos C is cos 180 minus A. 180 comes. What does the quadrant rule say? 180, no change. So, cos 180 minus A, I will write cos A. But, which quadrant is it? 180 minus, I am in second quadrant. Second quadrant, cos is negative. Only sine and cosecant are positive. So, second quadrant, cos is negative. In the same way, I can write cos D equals cos 180 minus B, that is minus cos B. Put all this in the question. What is the question? Let us start with LHS. Cos A plus cos B. Instead of cos C, I can write minus cos B. So first we will copy the question and then we shall rewrite it. Cos A plus cos B. Cos C, I can write minus cos A. Cos D, I can write minus cos B, and they get cancelled. My answer is 0. 0 is the RHS. It's a simple problem. Cyclic quadrilateral. The only concept to remember, opposite angles are supplementary. That is, adding A and C, I will get 180. Adding B and D, I will get 180. Then the quadrant rule. Cos 180 minus comes. It is minus cos A. Similarly, this is minus cos B. Adding it all, we get 0. 0 is the RHS. Exercise 4.1, question number 7, subsection 1. We need to prove a given result. Let us write the LHS. This is a simple problem based on the quadrants. So, very first idea, let us write down the quadrants of each. 180 minus theta is in second quadrant. 90 plus theta, second quadrant. 270 minus theta, we are in third quadrant. 360 minus theta, fourth quadrant. 360 minus theta is in fourth quadrant. 360 plus theta, first quadrant. 270 minus theta, third quadrant. Cosecant minus theta. Minus theta is also in the fourth quadrant. First thing, I will check whether it is 180 or 360. 180, 360 comes no change. Write the ratio as it is. Whereas 90, 270 comes change it. So how do I write it? Equals to 180, no change, write sin theta. 90, so cos will become sin theta. 270, tan will become cot theta. 360, cot theta as it is. Denominator, 360, no change, write sin theta. 360, write cos theta. 270, sin will become cos theta. Cosecant minus theta as it is. Now we put the symbols correctly. Second quadrant sin positive. Second quadrant cos negative. Third quadrant tan positive. Fourth quadrant cot negative. Fourth quadrant sin negative. First quadrant cos positive. Third quadrant sin negative. Fourth quadrant cosecant negative. Count all the minus symbols. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 negative symbols give me altogether minus. See which all we can cancel. One sign cancels. Any other thing? No. So let us multiply. Sin theta, cot into cot. I can write cos theta by sin theta. Another cot theta. Cos theta by sin theta. Divided by. Here there is a cos theta. Again there is cos theta. Now do not put symbols. All the symbols we take into account here. Cosecant is written as 1 by sin theta. Check whether any terms get cancelled. Cos, 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 sin, sin, by sin. Everything gets cancelled. We are left with minus 1. Minus 1 is the RHS and that is the answer. Question number 8. Prove that cos 510 cos 330 plus sin 390 into cos 120 equals minus 1. Again we are going to use the quadrant rule. Let us calculate cos 510. Remember, when it is more than 360, let us subtract. As I subtract 360, I get 150. So cos 510 can be written as 360 plus 150. Ignore 360, it is first quadrant. So I will get only cos 150. How to write 150? Using 90, 180, 270, 360 and 30, 45, 60. I can write 150 as 180 minus 30. Now check which quadrant we are. 180 comes no change. I will write cos 30. And second quadrant we are in. Second quadrant cos negative. So my answer is minus root 3 by 2. We should remember cos 30 value which is root 3 by 2. Similarly, work out the next one. Cos 330. How to write cos 330? 330 can be written as 360 minus 13. 360 comes no change. Cos 30. And 360 minus which quadrant? Fourth quadrant, cos positive. So what is my answer? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Next we'll work out sin 390. How to write sin 390? Sin 390 is written as 360 plus 30. Now we are in first quadrant. 360 no change. Sin 30 and it is first quadrant, symbol plus. My answer is 1 by 2. We proceed on to the last one, that is cos 120. Cos 120 can be written as cos 180 minus 16. 180 comes no change, it is cos 60. Second quadrant, 180 minus is second quadrant. Second quadrant cos negative. The answer is minus 1 by 2. Remember cos 60 value, it is 1 by 2. Sin 30 is also 1 by 2. Substitute these values in the question. LHS equals cos 510 degrees, cos 330 degrees plus sin 390 degrees, cos 120 degrees equals to cos 510 minus root 3 by 2. Cos 330 is also root 3 by 2 plus sin 390 1 by 2, cos 120 minus 1 by 2. As we simplify, root 3 into root 3, 3. 2 2's are 4, symbol negative. Minus 3 by 4, again plus into minus minus, 1 into 1 1, 2 2's are 4. LCM 4, the numerator minus 3 minus 1, minus 4 by 4, that is minus 1 is the RHS. So we have proved the given result again using the quadrant rule. Exercise 4.1, question number 9, subsection 2. Sin 180 plus A, cos 190 minus A, tan 270 minus A. by secant 540 minus a into cos 360 plus a into cosecant 270 plus a. We need to prove the LHS equals minus sin a cos square a. Again, it's a simple problem. We start writing the LHS. Use the quadrant rule. Remember which quadrants they are. 180 plus. 180 plus is third quadrant. 90 minus first quadrant. 270 minus, we are in third quadrant. 540, it's a big angle. So definitely I need to work out. 540 minus a, subtract 360. I will write 540 minus 360 is 118. So this we will write secant 540 minus a rewritten as secant 180 minus a. So 180 minus a comes in which quadrant? It is second quadrant. So this alone rewritten as 180 minus a. Second quadrant secant. We have to check the symbol. 360 plus a, I am in first quadrant. 270 plus a, I am in fourth quadrant. Now 180, 360, no change. So how will I write it? Sin 180 plus a, I will write sin a. 90 comes change, cos will become sin a. 270 comes change, tan will become cot a. Denominator 540 minus a we rewrote as 180 minus a. 180 comes no change, I will write secant a. 360 comes no change, I will write cos a. 270 comes change, cosecant will become secant. Now we'll put the symbols properly. Third quadrant sign negative. First quadrant all the ratios positive. Third quadrant tan positive. Second quadrant secant negative. First quadrant all the ratios positive. Fourth quadrant cosecant negative. Remember, we do not check the symbol of what we transformed. We must check the symbol of the given ratio. Now we will check it. Which all gets cancelled, all that we can check. Any terms to get cancelled? No, we shall rewrite minus, minus, minus. How many minus? We have 3 minus symbols all together negative. Sin A into sin A. We'll write as it is. It will be easy for us to cancel. Cot A, cos A by sin A. Denominator secant 1 by cos A into cos A. Again secant 1 by cos A. One cos and cos we can cancel. One sin and sin we can cancel. This cos A reciprocate. It will go minus sin A cos A into cos A together minus sin A cos square A, and that is the RHS. We have proved the result.